So for my project, I did a app for my community service group called Girls on Top of the World. It's here on campus. So I used a couple of different programs. I used Google Calendar, AppyPie, GoFundMe, and then I used the Visual Studios extension package. So the first thing I'm going to show you is my Google Calendar. So what I did is I went through and I put all our events in, and as you can see, like, it gives you the information on the event. You click on it, it says like form a team of 6 bowlers and raise for the money for the cause, and then it has the link which you can copy and paste and sign up for the event. So this just makes it really easy for girls to figure out what events are coming. Before this, girls would only know a couple weeks prior, and now you have the whole entire semester laid out in front of you. It has all our fundraising and community service events right there with all the information needed. Makes it very easy. You just click on it, it tells you when it is, what time, and it's just very easy, and that way I can incorporate it. So the reason I made this is so I can incorporate it into my other 2 apps that I'll show you in a moment. So then the next thing I created was a girl, actually a member of GOT, came up to me and asked about putting in a application to pay dues with credit card. Right now we only accept cash or check. So what I did is I went through and I researched and I found GoFundMe accounts. So I created a GoFundMe account so that way girls can go onto the page and donate their $50, and then we can see exactly who paid, and that way it just adds an additional option for girls to pay for their dues. So this kind of helps as well, because that way it's not just a bunch of cash, a bunch of checks. Like, you are able to deposit this money right into our bank account, and it just makes things a lot easier for girls who want to play by debit or credit card. So then the next thing I'm going to show you is my AppyPie account. So my AppyPie account I created used for girls for my club, because my club is not going to be able to do the coding, is not really going to understand the aspect of the Visual Basics and all that stuff behind it. And also Visual Basics only works on Windows phones, and most girls have iPhones or Droids or Androids. So this is a app that basically storyboarded for my application project, but also is going to be the actual app that girls are going to be using. So basically what I went through, it was used on an app builder, so it's very simple. And I went through and I created a contact us page, and this just goes through and lists everyone's phone numbers and everyone's information just to make it easy for girls. And then I have the About Us page, which just explains what the club is, our mission and our vision of the club. It just gives some background information. And then we have the events page, which, as I showed you before, is the Google Calendar. And the Google Calendar is linked to this account, which makes it very convenient and very easy. So girls can click, and it'll say Recycle Madness, and it'll tell you where it is and what to bring. And it just has all our events linked. So that's really convenient, because then girls can go back. Well, the future officers can go back and change events, and it'll automatically update to the app. Right now, girls are actually currently using the app. I put up the link to our wall a couple days ago, and I've gotten a lot of positive feedback about it. The next thing is the apparel sizes. Every semester we give out t-shirts, so girls will enter their name, their last name, and then they'll enter their size, and they'll click submit, and then this will be sent to our GOT email account, and our secretary will be able to put it into an Excel file, AutoSum, and will make ordering t-shirts so much easier. Before, we were doing it by hand when they came to our meetings, having everyone, as they sign in, put their size down, and this will just be a more efficient way of doing things. The next thing we have is the photos. I actually created an Instagram account for GOT and gave everyone the password to upload photos. So as you can see, there's like our top relayers who raised over $1,000. Sorry about that. Or you can see our team progress. We raised $12,000 at Relay. It just has a bunch of different photos of different events we do around campus. And then we have the pay dues function, which is the GoFundMe account, which I showed you before. On your actual phone, it won't show up like this. It will show up like the web page that I showed you previously, like this. The next page is the frequently asked questions. Pretty self-explanatory. It just has the basic questions that girls tend to ask at meetings, and it's just the answers, so it just makes it convenient so we don't get asked the same questions all the time. They can just look up the app and it will say exactly what they need to know. And our finally last screen is the social activities, which kind of just explains like girls' days and formals and what we do for that. Every semester there's a formal at the end of the semester, and this just kind of gives the information about it. So this is actually what the girls will be using. As I said before, it makes it very easy. It's user-friendly. No one else on the board is computer savvy, and I'm graduating, so this is the best option for us. But I will show you the version that I did do, which is the coded version, which is here. Here's the main screen, and then I see the menu button down there. If we scroll down, you'll see that I coded it to navigate the navigation URL that goes to the menu screen. Here's the menu screen. Each of these are hyperlinked, like as I showed before on the menu. That would go to the Contact Us page, the Frequently Asked page, events, dues, shirt order, photos, social activities. So it makes it very easy for everyone to navigate through, and then that would be the back button to backspace, which goes back to the main menu as I showed before. So I'll go through and show you again what everything looks like. Here's the Contact Us page. Very simple, just text boxes on this page with the information on it, and then the link back to the original page. Then we have the dues page, which is very simple. Also very similar to pages before. This is linked, so that's the hyperlinked account. There it is right there. And if you click on it as well, it's also hyperlinked. So that way when you just click on it, it will take you to the correct page. Then we have events. Events is also the same thing with the master calendar. You click, it will take you to my Gmail account, which will have the calendar on it. So it just makes it very easy for girls to do. We also have the frequently asked question page, very simple page here. It is just questions, just a reading page, very simple. Then we have the photo page, which unfortunately I wasn't able to link my Instagram account to this, so instead I just put a few photos. Very simple. You just use the image box and select them and grab the source, and then there's the back button as well to go back to the main screen. And then in addition to photos, this page probably took the longest, I would say. It's the shirt order page. The coding is all the dim and declaring. You click on some, this is what appears. This is all the coding that I wrote in for it. It just declares the variables, and then it has an if-else statement to decide if the user clicks yes, and then it will sum total. So I declared that as an int count, so we'll count the numbers. So at our meeting, we should just tell girls to pull out their phone, put in their size, sum it, and then we'll have the numbers immediately for shirts. So that just makes it very convenient for us. And then last but not least, we have the socials activity page, which is just, again, information about the social activities. Probably the longest portion of the project was actually going through and, well, creating the application. This part took a while, but actually going through the Google Calendar took a decent amount of time, putting in all our events, putting all our information. And so as you can see that it's mostly an informational app, not a lot of taking information in, but it was a lot of work, I would say. And it definitely took up a lot of time. Well, that is about it.